my braking.
You brake too hard.
I brake too hard and then all the electricity. Hey guys, welcome back to OverTake. I'm Michel here in Spa-Francorchamps. We interviewed Marco Massarutto, and in this video we will actually have a hands-on with the brand new content that is coming to Assetto Corsa EVO in July for the 0.3 update. It is the BMW M4 GT3 EVO at, who would have thought, Spa-Francorchamps. So let's get in. So let's go on our first lap here through Radion. The tire needs at least one lap to get up to the correct pressure or temperature, or both in that sense. It's surprisingly drifty, like the car's floating a lot. Especially, I think it's Pouhon. There you almost lose the car quite unexpectedly in fourth gear, so we are approaching that right now. So shift down to fourth, try to keep the car at the curb, and then once we go on throttle, the car just starts to drift almost. That's quite unusual, from my experience at least. So the slick doesn't really feel like a slick, and it kind of feels like the car has not the aero it should have.
According to the in-game display, the traction control was at level 5, but it didn't really work noticeably, so it may well be that the driving aid systems in particular still need some work from Kunos. I also noticed that in the live version of the early access with some cars, especially in the racing cars, TC and ABS do not yet work in the same way as the real systems would, because compared to TC and ABS in road cars, this is of course designed differently for the operating range of slicks and more capable suspensions and brakes. The fact that this is not yet properly tuned could explain what I felt there at Spa. Apart from that, it was fun working with and keeping the car alive, because it was so tail happy you had to constantly correct and stay focused. In that sense, it felt more like an older racing car than a modern GT3, which should feel more planted, I believe. One positive thing to emphasize is that you quickly got a good feel for the car after a few corners. All the effects and steering felt natural and easy to understand. The sim racing setup we used was great and contributed to this. It included the Fanatec Podium DD2 and the BMW M4 GT3 wheel, of course. We used an e-motion platform which provided pleasant, subtle and fine motion. Marco Massarutto told us that this is a recent and the latest scan of the Spa track, so it may be the most accurate version in sim racing at the moment.
Yeah, but the curbs, road details, very good. Also, like, the track visually looks amazing. I really like how dense the vegetation is and the track details, the on-site buildings, it's all here.
By the way, if you like this and our other videos, we are very happy about a thumbs up. Subscribing to the channel for free and turning on the bell is also the best possible support here on YouTube. Thank you. Then we asked Marco about the BMW M4 GT3 itself and the physics development process.
Can you tell us, if we talk more specifically about the car, the BMW M4 GT3, what are the major differences also when it comes to the development of the physics of the car compared to ACC? Is it like the ACC physics taken and refined, or have you created everything from scratch?
Well, we started to work on EVO almost 5 years ago now. So from the start, we worked also on the physics model, on the aerodynamic model, and on the tire model in a way that could also improve what we did before with Competizione. And in some way, since EVO is going to include any kind of cars, not just racing cars and so on, we had to start again from scratch from some point of view, because we want to cover at the very best any possible kind of cars. When we produce a new car in EVO, but in any product we made, sometimes we have a new technology that defines the way how the car works. For example, the EV cars or cars that have a specific suspension geometry and so on. So sometimes we face for the first time the challenge to reproduce properly in terms of handling and physics a car or a car technology that we didn't did before. And when you had to find a way to reproduce it in the right way, sometimes you find a solution or a new kind of algorithm that eventually you want to bring also to all the other cars. Mm-hmm. That's why it's a never-ending process that prevents a product like Evo to not be done in 1 year and then, okay, let's move to Evo 2. But it's a sort of never-ending process. So eventually even the 1.0 version actually means all and nothing, because we continue to work after the 1.0 version on any of the product we made in the Kunos history.
So here we've also heard again that the physics are an ongoing process and there's still a lot of progress to be made. I can definitely say that it feels very different compared to the GT3s in Assetto Corsa Competizione. AC Evo is generally more direct and the steering is simply crisper. Most of the curbs were also easy to attack. If you're at Spa, you can still try out the build in the fan zone all weekend, as there's also the first ever SRO esports time trial challenge with AC Evo and ACC on the other side. Kunos staff, including Marco, is also around, so it might be a great chance to have a chat with them yourself. And in case you didn't know, you can become a premium member on our website, overtake.gg. It's not just about the daily news, forums, guides and downloads. It's also a vibrant community. Premium members enjoy extra benefits such as an ad-free browsing experience, special community deals, discounts and OverTake Turbo, which provides setups, coaching and one free esports setup per month powered by Track Titan. There is also a racing club where you can race with great, fair people without worrying about your driver or safety rating. And if you love unboxing sim racing gear just as we do, there's a premium member giveaway every month. You can win pedal sets, handbrakes and nice steering wheels. Another cool feature are community reviews, so you can have a chance to contribute and share your opinion on not yet released hardware or games. Have your voice heard and help shape the future of sim racing. Join as a premium member on overtake.gg for just €1 a month.
It's been a nice day here in Spa-Francorchamps. Cool opportunity here to talk to Marco Massarutto. That will be the next video. The full interview was very long, a lot of detail in there. See you next time. Enjoy your rest of the weekend. Bye-bye.